guys, it's Simply Obsessed and welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video, which is a speed build for a flower shop. I am really excited about sharing today's build with you all because it's a commercial lot and I don't really build commercial lots very often. I really want to. I really want to step out of my comfort zone and build more than just rooms and houses. So I'm really excited about sharing this commercial lot with you all. I think the last time I built a business, it was my La Rouge salon and spa. That was a few months ago. Was it 6 months ago? It was a while ago. It was when Get Famous just came out. I think Get Famous came out in November or December, I can't remember, but around the time Get Famous came out, that was when I did my whole La Rouge salon and spa. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box below if you guys would like to check that out. But yeah, that was my last commercial build and I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone and do new things, and I'm really excited about this build because it's something totally new. I've never ever done a flower shop before, and I must say I'm going to toot my own horn a little bit. I'm really proud of how it turned out. The design, the inspiration for this build was actually from a dollhouse. So when I was doing the whole dollhouse challenge a few weeks ago, I was looking up actual dollhouses because I love miniatures, and I was thinking about buying some dollhouses off of the interwebs to put together myself because I'm just I'm just fascinated with miniatures. I think that's why I love The Sims so much. So yeah, I was looking at some dollhouses to purchase for myself to try to get into and see if I can put together, and I found one that was a coffee shop that kind of looked like this, and I loved the look of the outside of the building, so that's what inspired the whole layout for this flower shop. Now if you want to add this build to your gameplay, you can, because it is available in the Sims 4 gallery. You can search for it using hashtag SimplyObsessed or my origin ID, which is SimplyObsessed28, and like always, a link to my gallery posting is in the description box below. I will warn you guys, the photo that the gallery used for this shop is hideous, and I think that's because the lot that you see here is not the lot that this flower shop is going to be on towards the end of this video. And since I didn't have the front of the building facing the technical front of the lot, the photo on the gallery looks really wonky and does not do this build any justice, but just know that this build looks a lot better than it does with the gallery's first photo of that. I hope that one day we get an update to where we can choose the photo that we want for our gallery postings, because yeah, the photo that the gallery used for this build was terrible. Oh, and the name of this flower shop is Simmons Floral Designs, and if that name sounds familiar, that is because that is the last name for the family featured in my Seasons LP series. So in my Seasons series, we follow the Simmons family, which consists of husband and wife Brian and Serena. They have 2 kids, Kennedy and Caden, and then there's Serena's brother Tim and his girlfriend Miko Ojo, and they actually have a little girl named Tamia. So yeah, we follow the Simmons family, and Brian and Serena have dreamed of owning a flower shop at one point, and this whole flower shop is going to be used in my Seasons LP. So if you watched yesterday's video, which was part 21 of my Seasons LP, towards the very end I mentioned that some big things were happening for Brian and Serena, and I didn't really go too much into detail, but it looks like Brian and Serena are trying to gather up the funds, the simoleons, to purchase a flower shop, and this is going to be the shop that is used in that LP. So when I was designing this place, I didn't add a lot of clutter. I didn't add a lot of things that would be for sale, mainly because I wanted Brian and Serena to have their own creations for sale. I wanted them to create their own pieces and then have them for sale. I didn't want to fill it up with a whole bunch of stuff already because, you know, gameplay wise, that would be like cheating. I want Brian to create all the things that are going to be for sale in his flower shop, and I can't wait. I can't wait to share this shop in gameplay and explore it and see if the family is able to, you know, have a successful business and just see what happens with them. I can't wait. But this build took me about 2 hours. I'm surprised because I usually take forever. When I did my whole Le Rouge salon and spa, that took me over 12 hours because I wanted every little detail to be perfect and I was really indecisive, so I was swapping things out. But with this build, I had a solid idea of what I wanted. I knew what I wanted the layout to be. I knew what colors I wanted. I knew what vibe I wanted, and I knew how much I wanted to spend. I did not want to go over 65,000 simoleons, and I can't remember the final price, but I don't think I went over 65,000 simoleons. So yeah, I had a pretty solid idea of what I wanted, how I wanted it to look, what kind of vibe I wanted it to have. So it only took me 2 hours to do this build. I used a lot of items from Laundry Day. I didn't plan on it. I used a lot of items from Laundry Day, but when I had initially started this build, I wanted to use a lot of things from the Romantic Garden stuff pack. I think that's the name of it, Romantic Garden, because, you know, this is a flower shop and a romantic garden has a lot of nice things that could be sold in a flower shop or be featured in a flower shop. But as I started building, I don't know, I just didn't use them as much as I wanted. The Romantic Garden stuff pack is a pack that I rarely use. Like I think I use My First Pet stuff way more than I use the Romantic Garden stuff. I don't know why that is. I guess it's because in my personal gameplay, I like to play families. I love drama. I love playing, you know, family households and all that, and I don't really have a use for the Romantic Garden stuff pack. I really want to change that though. As I was building this shop, I discovered a lot of things that I actually liked and would love to use in future builds. So one of the good things about this build, one of the things that I appreciate about this build is how it led me to appreciate some of the items that came with the Romantic Garden stuff pack, like the wishing well. There's some really nice statues. I never use those things. I can't even remember. I don't even think I've ever used a single item from that pack since I bought it, and that's been out for a couple years now, which is pretty bad. But this whole build inspired me to use some of those items, and like I said earlier, I didn't really add a lot of clutter. I wanted it to be empty because I want Brian to fill up this shop with a lot of his creations. So if you guys add this to your gameplay, just know that nothing's missing. The shop is pretty empty as far as product is concerned. I do have some wind chimes on the wall because I thought it would be nice to have a wind chime wall so customers could come in and buy some chimes, and I just love the chimes in the game. I did not know they were there for the longest time, and once I discovered them, I just loved adding them to my houses because every now and then you could hear the chimes blowing, and I just thought it would be a nice addition to a flower shop. Now this shop consists of 2 floors. You have the entryway, the checkout area, and some tables that are going to feature some floral arrangements. Then upstairs there's a teensy tiny bathroom that I almost forgot to add. There's a private office area, and then there's the terrace, which has some gardening space and some seating, and that's pretty much it. I love the seating on the terrace. I just think it's really nice and comfortable. So if your Sims are taking a break from creating their floral designs, they can come out here and view their surroundings, soak up the sun, and just, you know, relax and de-stress for a moment. Now this lot is not the lot that you see me building this shop on is not the official lot for the flower shop. I switched lots because the original lot was too big and there was just way too much extra space in the background, so I just moved it to another spot and filled it with some additional seating and a trash can. Nothing too spectacular. I just moved it to a lot that was more precise. I think this lot is 20 by 30, and then one I moved it to was 20 by 20, so it didn't really leave a lot of extra weird grass in the background. It just fits the building perfectly. And here you can see them working on the private office area. I used a desk that came with the most recent update that gave us the freelancer career. There's the flower arranging station. I add some more shelves so you can place your finished items on those shelves. And here I'm working on the bathroom that I almost forgot to add. Originally I had it as a tucked away hand washing station area, but then I realized if your Sims are working, they're probably going to need to use the bathroom. So I just I moved the sink that was there and moved it to another wall and just made this into a little restroom area. Nothing too spectacular. And honestly, I just realized I forgot to take a picture of the bathroom. Oh goodness. So get a good look at the bathroom now, because I totally forgot to take a picture of the bathroom. Towards the end of the video, I have some pictures of this build, and I just realized I didn't include pictures of the bathroom. I guess I forgot because it's just so tiny, and I hate trying to get the right angle for rooms that are that tiny. But yeah, so it has a little tiny bathroom. So glad I remembered to add that, because I would have been very upset if I had edited and uploaded this video and then shared this lot in the gallery and then there was no bathroom. But here we are at those pictures for this build. You can see that the lot is a little different, a lot smaller. Here's a look at the entryway. You come on in, you can check out over here, pay for your items over here. Here's another look at the cash register area. In the back, I like to imagine that space as custom orders that are ready for pickup. This is a view of the personal office area, another shot of the office area, and this next photo is the rooftop terrace, which I think is my favorite part of this build. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you for watching today's speed build. I hope that you enjoyed it. Oh, goodness. My words are giving me a hard time today, but I hope that you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please give this video a big old thumbs up and share it with your friends if you think they might like it as well. And if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell to receive upload notifications for my future uploads so you don't miss out on future builds and let's plays and all that good stuff. And yeah, I love you all, and I hope that each and every one of you has an amazing day no matter who you are or where you are. And I will talk to you beautiful people in my next video. Bye guys.